What's up guys, it's Cyclops here to help you get prepared for the new challenges that await in Chapter 3 of Showdown's main campaign storyline with this NARAKA 101 tutorial. Starting off, we have a new addition to the Showdown roster, Wishon. He comes equipped with the recently added Pulse Sword. His F ability in Showdown is similar to his standard Battle Royale F3, giving him a short-range leap that affects enemies with reduced attack power. His ultimate lets him transform into the Almighty General, similar to his standard Battle Royale ultimate but with the added ability to parry while transformed. Many new Soul Jades were added, as well as Thunder Wielding to go alongside the current Ice Wielding, so now you can imbue your Jades with Ice and Thunder Wielding simultaneously. Now that we've seen the new stuff, let's look at the new levels on hard mode, starting with the first level of Chapter 3. Chaos of the Immortals begins with your team spread out around 4 chests, which may contain the runestones you need to advance to the second stage of the level. Each chest can be opened once all the monsters in its area have been defeated. This level introduces 2 new basic enemy types: the Walking Swarm and the Staff Wielder. Once you've collected 3 runestones, the level opens up a second area for a fight against Iron Type Fang. This is a straightforward, single-phase boss fight where his normal attacks can be dodged and spaced, and his blue focus attacks can be parried on reaction. His moves to look out for include a multi-attack dash where he punches at the apex of his runs. He also has a ground slam attack with a long wind-up. And if you see him beat on his chest at you like this, he's about to try to hit you with his big grab. Get out of the way. Keep your eyes on him, parry his focus attacks, and dodge his non-focus attacks. It is always a good idea to equip your Showdown character with their Sap Soul Jade so you can heal with a parry instead of burning through all your consumable heals. Whether you're playing solo or in a team, the life you recover from your Sap Soul Jade will be immensely helpful. Overall, this boss fight is not too hard, and you should be able to make quick work of him. None Shall Pass is a tower defense style mission with a continuous flow of enemies from 3 areas to a central point that you must protect. If the life bar of the Soul Altar is fully depleted, you lose. To pass this level, you must survive until the time runs out or defeat all the monsters, including 2 bosses. Mountain Ghost will come out after about 3 minutes, and you may recognize him from Chapter 1. Most of his attacks are easily telegraphed by his long wind-up animations, and he's easily parried if you look for the flash during his charge. He won't give you much of a problem. After 6 to 7 minutes, Iron Type Fang will come down a lane, attempting to destroy the Soul Altar. We just went over his attacks, so after you defeat him and clean up any remaining monsters, we move on to level 3. Together We Stand is a 3-stage boss fight against Omnius' newest form, where he shows us the best cutscene in all of Showdown so far.
Come and join us.
In Stage 1, Omnius will use 2 soldiers as dual maces. Whenever you parry Oriot, he will usually follow up with an immediate basic attack or blue focus attack. If he does a second blue focus, you can get 2 consecutive parries on him. His basic attacks are fairly easy to dodge, and his basic blue focus attack has a long wind-up, parry after his first spin. He also has a 2-hit focus combo that can be parried on reaction. Occasionally, he will throw his maces down to turn them into soldiers for a brief moment, and they will swing to attack you. This shockwave leap attack is best roll dodged or simply jumped over. At a very low percent, he will break off some of his soldiers to fight alongside him for Phase 2. There are 6 Staff Wielders and a Walking Swarm, but his Iron Type Fang form here will be weaker than in the previous 2 levels. Defeating him in this weaker form, along with all of his soldiers, will initiate the final phase of the fight. He will transform back into his Oriot form with a new weapon, a large hammer. Watch his animations to know when to dodge. His non-focus attacks usually come in pairs, and he likes to start with winding up his hammer into a short-range shoulder charge, which he then follows up with a non-focus mix-up. He has an easy-to-parry jumping attack, and can still throw a focus attack immediately after getting punished for being parried. If you're too far away, he likes to close the distance with a deadly shoulder charge. The attack is tricky to get away from, and can be devastating when against a wall. When you see his jetpack, get ready to dodge the shockwave. Sometimes he will follow this move up with other attacks, but make sure to keep your eyes on him, as sometimes he will back off after the slam. If he does decide to back off, this could be a perfect chance for you to take a moment to reset and heal up. At 50%, Omnius will ascend high into the air, throwing down his hammer to cause a shockwave, and crashing himself down into his hammer to cause a second shockwave. To avoid the damage from this, you need to be high in the air, which can be accomplished by grappling onto this little piece of rooftop. Now that you've been familiarized with the new character, enemies, soul jades, and boss fight mechanics, it's up to you to apply this knowledge to take down Omnius Aureate yourself. Huge thanks to NARAKA Bladepoint for giving me the opportunity to make this video for their channel, and to all of you for joining me today. Hope you found this video helpful, and I'll see you all on Morris Isle.